Welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to talk about something that many people around the world struggle with: learning English. Whether you want to speak fluently, read confidently, or just communicate better, I know the journey can be tough. But don't worry. In today's video, I'm going to share a personal story and give you detailed step-by-step advice on how to master English. We'll go over everything you need to know, from speaking, reading, and writing to listening. Whether you're just starting or trying to improve, this video will help guide you. And remember, no one learns perfectly from the start. Every small effort matters. Asterisk. Now, let's dive into the story of someone who, just like you, struggled with English but found a way to become fluent through persistence, practice, and the right mindset. The beginning of the journey. Sarah's story. Imagine Sarah. She's 24 years old, and like many of us, she always dreamed of being able to speak English fluently. English was something she learned in school, but the moment she had to speak it out loud, she would freeze. Embarrassed by her mistakes, Sarah thought maybe English just wasn't for her. But deep inside, Sarah knew that if she could master English, her life would change in ways she couldn't even imagine. English wasn't just a language. It was the key to opportunities, better jobs, travel, and the ability to connect with people all over the world. One day, Sarah's best friend Aisha, who had been living abroad, came to visit. Aisha was fluent in English and told Sarah how learning the language had opened doors for her. From better career options to making friends in new countries, English had transformed Aisha's life. Sarah was inspired. She made a decision that day. She would become fluent in English, no matter how hard it would be. Why is learning English so important? Before we dive into the practical steps, let's talk about the importance of English. Today, English is a global language. Whether you're traveling, working, or simply trying to connect with people from other countries, English is the key. Think about all the times you might have missed an opportunity because of language barriers, whether it's a job interview or just trying to understand what someone said in a movie or on TV. English allows you to communicate with millions of people, access global knowledge, and open up career options that you never thought were possible. In today's world, English is not just a skill, it's a necessity. Imagine being able to travel confidently, interact with people from different cultures, and even move up in your career because you can communicate effectively in English. It's an incredible tool that can change your life. So now that we understand the importance, let's jump into the journey and talk about how you can start learning English and become fluent, just like Sarah did. Step 1. Overcoming the fear of speaking. The first and biggest challenge Sarah faced was speaking. She was terrified of making mistakes. She felt embarrassed, and sometimes people would even laugh at her mispronunciations. But then Aisha gave her some powerful advice. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are how we learn. With that mindset, Sarah started small. She began by speaking English to herself every morning. Whether it was simple sentences like "Good morning" or "I'm going to have breakfast," she practiced talking to herself. It felt strange at first, but this small daily habit helped her get used to hearing her own voice in English. From there, she started speaking with others, her friends, family, and even strangers. She joined an English-speaking group in her town where people practiced speaking in a safe, supportive environment. If she couldn't find someone to practice with, Sarah would record herself speaking. This way, she could listen back and correct her mistakes. Tip: to start your own speaking practice, try talking to yourself out loud about your day, thoughts, or even your future plans. Join groups or find friends who are also learning English. You don't need to be perfect. Just start speaking, and you will improve over time. Step 2. Listening to improve understanding. Now that Sarah was gaining confidence with speaking, she realized that she needed to improve her listening skills. She struggled to understand native English speakers because they talked so fast. But Aisha encouraged her to start listening to English every day, even if she didn't understand everything at first. Sarah began with simple videos and podcasts for beginners. She watched TV shows and movies with English subtitles, and even listened to English songs. At first, it was hard, but over time, she noticed that her brain was getting used to the sounds and rhythms of English. The more she listened, the more she understood. Listening became part of Sarah's daily routine. Whether she was cooking, cleaning, or commuting, she made sure to listen to English for at least 20 minutes a day. Tip: choose something you enjoy: podcasts, music, YouTube videos, or TV shows, and listen to it regularly. It doesn't matter if you don't understand every word at first. The goal is to get familiar with how English sounds. Over time, your listening skills will naturally improve. Step 3. Reading to build vocabulary. Next, Sarah turned her attention to reading. Reading was important because it would help her learn new vocabulary and improve her understanding of English grammar. But instead of diving into difficult books, she started with what she loved: fashion blogs and cooking articles. By reading things she enjoyed, she found that it wasn't a chore, but something fun. Every time she came across a word she didn't know, she would write it down in a notebook. Each day, she would try to learn a few new words and their meanings. Over time, Sarah moved on to reading short stories, articles, and even English news websites. Little by little, her vocabulary grew, and she became more comfortable with reading English. Tip: start with easy material that you enjoy. It could be anything from blogs to comics. Don't get stuck on every new word. Focus on understanding the general meaning. Write down unfamiliar words and practice them every day. Step 4. Writing to express yourself. One of the final steps in Sarah's journey was improving her writing. Writing helped her organize her thoughts and express herself clearly. She started by keeping a journal in English. Each night, she would write a few sentences about her day. Today I went to the market, or I watched a movie with my friends. As she became more comfortable, she began writing longer paragraphs and essays. She wrote messages to her friends in English and even shared her thoughts on social media. Writing regularly not only improved her grammar, but also helped her build confidence in using the language. Tip: start by keeping a daily journal or writing short sentences. Don't worry about grammar mistakes. Just focus on getting your thoughts out in English. Over time, you can work on improving your structure and fluency. The power of patience and consistency. Sarah's journey wasn't easy, and it didn't happen overnight. There were times when she felt like giving up, when it seemed like she wasn't improving. But Aisha reminded her that learning a language takes time. It's like planting a tree. You don't see results immediately, but if you keep watering it, one day you'll see the fruits of your labor. The key to Sarah's success was consistent practice. Whether it was speaking, listening, reading, or writing, she made sure to practice English every single day. Even if she only had 15 minutes, she used that time to improve her skills. Sarah's story is one that many people go through, but what separates those who succeed from those who give up is the mindset of never stopping. Sarah understood that every small effort counted, and she celebrated her progress along the way. Conclusion: your path to English mastery. So, what can we learn from Sarah's journey? That anyone, no matter where they start, can become fluent in English. You don't need to be perfect or have all the answers from day one. What you need is the determination to keep going, even when it feels difficult. If you're struggling with English, remember that every small step you take brings you closer to fluency. Start today. Speak English to yourself or with a friend. Listen to English songs or watch videos. Read something simple and write a little bit each day. Over time, these small actions will add up to big results. The best time to start? Right now. There's no perfect time to learn. You don't need to wait for the right moment. Just take the first step and begin your journey. Final words. I hope Sarah's story inspires you to start your own journey to English fluency. Learning English can open so many doors, and with consistent practice and patience,